How often do you hear Democrats and Republicans in Congress or running for president talk about just how much they honor our vets? The reality is talk is cheap. There is a whole class of veterans from the Vietnam War which is being denied benefits for cancer and other ailments caused by Agent Orange.
We never really paid a lot of attention. They seemed to be a little dusty, but we didn't pay a lot of attention to it as we climbed all over the plains to do our jobs.
For a year, late 1965 to late 1966, Ronald Babcock helped load bombs, missiles, and ammunition on fighter jets on board the USS Ticonderoga, 7 days a week, often 20 to 30-hour stretches at a time. He never gave much thought to the dusty film on the aircraft and never stopped to consider that dust might be from Agent Orange, the herbicide used over Vietnam to defoliate the jungle in the fight against the Viet Cong.
We drank it, we bathed in it, we cooked in it, and we climbed all over the plains that flew through it.
In the years afterward, Babcock had heard about Agent Orange and its link to cancer.
In the past 10 years, I've had 9 different bladder cancer surgeries.
And then about 2 years ago, he read about the link to his particular form of cancer.
It dawned on me that, wait a minute, none of these illnesses run in my immediate family. Perhaps they're attached to contact with the herbicide called Agent Orange.
The Veterans Administration has been giving vets benefits for cancer caused by Agent Orange for years, but not veterans like Ronald Babcock. Why? Because his foot didn't actually touch the ground in Vietnam.
They're called Blue Water Vets, and there are about 90,000 of them who served on board naval vessels off the coast of Vietnam like the Ticonderoga. And veterans advocate Jerry Zivick has a theory.
Follow the money. And I think one of the policy decisions somewhere the VA decided that if they would pay veterans that served on the open seas, that perhaps they'd be exposing the United States to all kinds of liability.
Florida Senator Bill Nelson is trying to get Congress to do something about it.
Can anything be done about the VA's apparent reluctance to help these veterans?
I am co-sponsoring the bill that would add as a presumption that you did have exposure to Agent Orange if you were on a naval vessel within 12 miles of the coast.
To date, Nelson says the VA hasn't budged.
They've said to veterans, we'll come forth and give us the proof. You weren't on the land, give us the proof.
ABC 7 News reached out to the VA for comment, and in the statement we were told, quote, there is no consistent evidence to suggest that Blue Water Navy Vietnam veterans were at a higher or lower risk for cancer or other long-term adverse health effects associated with Agent Orange exposure. In the meantime, Ronald Babcock says he hopes he's around to see vets like himself get the benefits he believes they all deserve.
What impact has this had on your life?
Terrible. My health condition is, I'm lucky to be alive today. Very lucky.
We did ask Congressman Vern Buchanan to talk to us about what he is doing to push the legislation along. He's a co-sponsor, but we were told he is unavailable.